What's up? So as kind of something different, I want to do a feature today and start featuring another channel, and I want to welcome you guys or introduce you guys to Mike Beech. So Mike is a partner of mine with Hate Brand Goods, and been a friend a long time with, throwing and Highland games and stuff like that. And a little something different, he is an amateur level thrower. He is, I think he's like 200 pounds. I'm not real certain. But he's a smaller guy, and he's doing the games, and he's made a lot of progress over the last couple of years. Just a guy who's kind of passionate about it. Normal dude, coaches some CrossFit, has a couple kids he stays at home with, and he's doing his own thing. He's also vlogging, kind of sharing that, his life, that idea that he can be a dad and still live and experience and train and do all these things and push himself. So check that out. The link is going to be below to his channel. Go subscribe. Tell him I sent you over, and enjoy his vlog. I believe this is going to be his first competition of the season, so you kind of get a feel of what a Highland game competition looks like from someone other than me. This is going to be a pretty standard competition. I think the kickoff games in Dallas, I did this year for years when I was competing as an amateur. And enjoy. Check out Beech.
That apparently is the
So here's the deal. I've got my first Highland Games competition of the year tomorrow. I'm competing in the lightweight 200 and under class. I've been 200 pounds right on the button for about 2 weeks now without even really putting any effort in. I woke up the last couple of days about 202 pounds, same thing today. I think I'm probably just eating a little too much sodium. I'm retaining too much water, so I'm gonna eat, a normal amount of calories today. I'm not gonna try to starve myself or really cut water or anything like that. I'll keep working it. Eat some bland, not so salty food today, just a lot of it, and then be ready to throw, be ready to rock tomorrow morning. Weigh-ins are at 8 a.m. I had a couple of things to do to set up the kids competition that's taking place on Sunday, the CrossFit kids competition. So while I was in there, I managed to just do a couple of movements. I worked on, obviously just some mobility just to make sure I'm feeling good and able to move for throwing tomorrow. Some double unders, worked some muscle ups, some bar work also, bar end rings, just to break a sweat basically. But again, I'm not stressing about the food situation. I'll eat when I'm hungry. I just think getting out and moving, breaking a sweat, staying active, doing what I do, it's going to get me down to 200 when I wake up, no problems.
Up before dawn now, about to hit the road, get up to Dallas for the competition. Let's check the weight, see where we are.
About this ship, some hazy hellfire round it made her bite her tongue, and she looked up, she could see from stem to stern that while it sailed it never touched the water.
You guys
across the starboard and dropped a plank and stumbled aboard, and he was dark and gray, just like the ship that he came from, a battlefield of scars as awards. He seemed 10 feet tall, even though he was 5'3".
So the long and short of it is I was able to come away with a first place finish at the North Texas Kickoff Games this weekend. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm too cool to be excited about it because I'm very, very happy about it. The two guys, there were 5 guys in the class, but the 2 guys that I was battling with the most, John Dahlin, Jeremy Irvin, they are 2 of the best in the world in this weight class. You know, they're constantly in that top group that's kind of, you know, trading off the lead at the top of the leaderboard, and coming over with a victory with those 2 guys on the field, it feels great. It feels awesome. There's no way that I throw the way that I do without those guys there. I know the next time I meet one of them on the field that there's just as good a chance that they're going to walk away with a first place finish. You know, the numbers were good. I had a couple of PRs. I had I had a PR in the sheaf, which was, I've been fighting a long time to get that. I had a big PR in heavy hammer. I've been fighting a long time to get there. I had an almost 5-foot PR in the heavy hammer. So that was big for me. That shows that there's actually been some progress. I believe I hit a PR in the 42 weight for distance. My buddy Aaron George would get mad at me if I called it the heavyweight for distance because it weighs 42 pounds. So in the 42 weight for distance, I got a PR. So I'm very happy. A lot of these 2 are PRs that are happening in a much lighter body weight than they happened before. What that says to me is that in some way, shape, or form, what I'm doing is working. That I'm on the right path, that I've sniffed out a few things that seem to be working for me. Now that being said, the numbers that I put up, although I'm happy with, when it gets time for nationals and worlds later this year, those won't hold up. Those won't even get you a top 5 finish. So I got a lot of work to do. I have a lot of throwing work to do. I saw some problems. You know, my open stone, I choked big time. I have to go back to the drawing board, not completely, but I have to figure out how to stay more balanced when it comes time to go competition speed. I noticed my orbit on my weight for distance is real steep. I'm entering real steep, and I finish, you know, I really finish real low on my release because the orbit's so steep, so I'm not getting enough push out into the sector with both of those throws. And in terms of hammer, I feel like there's big improvements in my hammers. The orbits were big, and I'm staying loose, but I'm really not staying on my right side very much. I'm not getting a good right side push, and I feel like there's a lot more there for that. So lots of stuff to work on, which is, you know, the magic of training and throwing, that, you know, you can, you know, there can be 10 things wrong. You can fix maybe 6 of them at a time. So that's just the balance. That's the fun of it. That's the craft. That's the journey. That's why you do whatever, because there's always something to learn. There's always a new thing. There's always a new skill. Now, what's cool is I got a chance the day after I competed to take part in a CrossFit Kids competition that we were hosting at Heroes CrossFit. I helped organize this with our owners, and it was stellar. Heroes knocked it out of the park. We had 3 age groups, 5 to 7, 8 to 10, and 11 to 13, and these kids came to play. This was awesome. The coolest part for me was not just seeing, you know, kids of all age groups and judging them and helping them and teaching them through and watching them hustle and, you know, just get after it, but the really coolest part was that my 7-year-old son competed in the 5 to 7 group, and he took 2nd place. He's never competed in a CrossFit competition before, doesn't do CrossFit, hasn't really prepared for that, but he put his head down and he tried hard, he worked hard, had a big smile on his face. I was so proud of that kid. That was the coolest part of my weekend by far. So I feel like by having him there and a lot of these kids showing up and doing this, that their parents are already winning the battle. They've got their kids active, they've got them caring about fitness. All we wanted to do was just give them a place where they could say, hey, there's a community just like you, kids just like you that want to do this stuff and think this is fun. And you give them a chance to compete. Everybody likes to compete. You want to know where you are. You want to know where you compare to your peers. And this was a cool, fairly low-key way for them to get that done. The WODs were hard, they were challenging. It was a great group. The kids and the parents were all cool, so it was something really cool to be a part of. And I'm super proud of my little boy because he just put on a great show and showed a lot of hustle, and I love it. Finished 2nd place in the Little Heroes CrossFit Kids competition today, ages 5 to 7. How do you feel?
Good.
Good? You got chicken wings? Show us what you won.
I won.
Show us your prize.
I won a Z-bar,
You want a Z-bar? And then what else? Oh, a chocolate covered one. Nice.
And Heroes CrossFit water bottle.
Nice. Let me see the top of that thing. Is that like a spray? Is that like a squirting bottle?
And it sprays.
Nice.
It's a spray water bottle.
That's a good prize. And you got a gift card too, right?
And I got a gift card to Pluckers.
To Pluckers. Ooh, Evan's taking us to dinner. I love it. I'm proud of you, buddy. You did really good.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Mike is really a great guy, and he's been pushing himself as an athlete for quite a long time. So please go over there, show him some love, subscribe to his channel, and try to do some more of these occasionally. I'm currently rehabbing, currently in a weird spot because I don't know what's gonna happen with my knee. I know I can't currently throw on it. So keep making some progress, I guess. And there's things I can do, right? I know that I can deadlift, I know that I can bench and overhead press in somewhere or another, and I can still do my accessories. It's not like I can't fucking train. And I can always ride my bike, things that don't hurt my knee. So hopefully get a cortisone shot this week and see how it feels after that. And then head to the Arnold this weekend. Gonna have some sale codes up and a bunch of new items available from Hate Brand Goods. So make sure you check that out and hopefully have some other stuff restocked. Anyway, that's enough of that. Thanks a bunch, and talk to you guys in a minute.